A day at the beach takes on a whole new meaning after you've been to the Living Art Marine Center near Honolulu International Airport. The local company opens its doors to various school groups, and Techbox tagged along to bring you all the wonder of the undersea world without getting wet. The deep blue is home to millions of beautiful, colorful, and graceful creatures. And then there's the batfish. Today, all this beauty, and the batfish, and all the other unique marine life is delighting a class of first graders from the Kamehameha Schools.
We participate in the larva program that they have here, where they send marine larvae to our school and we raise them and they change and the kids watch them, and then they set up freshwater aquariums, so they've been observing them at school.
It's kind of opening their mind up in a way. I think it's a little too much for them to really understand it all at first, but that's good because this is going to put them in a mindset, wow, I really want to learn more about this.
Their guide, Vince Vandergouwe, engages the students as they wander past tank after tank brimming with colorful fish.
We hope that they get a larger appreciation for these animals and maybe start learning more about them, even ways to protect these animals. So that gives me satisfaction, providing an opportunity for the kids.
This living classroom idea is an extension of Richard Shee's export business. In case you haven't noticed, he exports tropical and exotic fish. And he knows everything there is to know about these fish because before they became guests at his home, he visited them in their home.
Our destination is that for kids, they can touch the animals, they can feel it, and they can do it themselves. So that's why we call it DIY Center, do it yourself. So we have a lot of different programs based on their ages.
They've really worked hard here to get their information at the appropriate level for the kids.
These students are at the hands-on stage of their learning experience where they can actually pick up the sea creatures and examine them more closely.
Stinky.
Despite the potent sea smell, Malia Dunaway was really interested in the various crab species.
When I got to touch the crabs.
Why?
Because when they crawl on your hand, it feels ticklish.
Dunaway's father accompanied her on this excursion. He was impressed with the emphasis on protecting the ocean's living resources.
It gives them a better of appreciation for it, so that hopefully when they go to the beach, they'll be a little bit more respectful, and they'll be able to appreciate the marine life that we have, the vast marine life that we have here.
Students of this age are full of questions.
The most common one about a lot of the animals, like the smaller animals that we have, specifically invertebrate animals, they ask, oh, is it alive? Does it do anything? Is it a rock?
The feather-dusted tube worm. It's really hard for kids to believe that that's a worm, because it just looks like a big broom, with this big fuzzy thing, and then when you try to touch it, it vanishes inside this tube.
Willow Singh gave her stamp of approval.
I liked mostly all of it.
What have you learned?
That other fish don't look like the same fish, and some fish, they are camouflaged, and you can't really see them that well.
To reinforce what they've learned, there are a variety of games and activities that go along with the lessons. The children learn to spot a certain type of fish in its juvenile stage and pick out what it will look like when it's a fully mature adult. And on this day, the students are learning a modified version of gyotaku, the art of fish printing.
Dead fish are really good if you've got the time and effort to put all the work that goes into it. But we did find these fake fish that are carved out of seashells that work so much better than a dead fish, and they don't stink at all. And the main thing on the gyotaku and the whole thing is to teach the kids, the proper way to catch fish, how to treat the fish, how to do this without killing the ocean.
A love of the ocean and its bounty are evident throughout the Living Art Marine Center, from the display tanks teeming with fish to the carefully prepared lesson, the guide on hand to answer a string of questions, and the many activities and games that encourage further learning when the student leaves. We'll bring you more aspects of this multifaceted business in future episodes of Techbox.